Okay, got it.
Hello, and welcome to the fourth grade parent meeting tonight. We're very happy to have you. If we've gotten several comments so far, as far as saying hi, which is awesome, but we're here to try to answer as many questions as possible. So, in the next few minutes, if you have any questions, we encourage you to ask those so that we can try to get as many things answered as possible. We want this to be as helpful as possible. Uh, Before we start, I want to thank everybody not only for being here, but for all your patience and all your willingness to help us. Nobody asked for this, and we're in the middle of it now, but we're trying to make the best out of it. So I'm going to try to switch off of me and onto the teachers, and they can go around and say hi, and we'll go from there.
Hi, everybody.
Hang on just a second. All right, I think we're all here now. Um, we'll go through the highs so far. Got Ace will hide at the very top. Got in early. Said hello. Hopefully we're not having technical difficulties. I keep on seeing like buffering things, but we're gonna keep trying. Um, Miss Hurt says hi. Miss Forsblom says hi. Uh, Miss Jenny Duval might be Tragan. I'm not sure. Hello. Kim Stauffer. Everybody says hi. Kelly, Angel, Ashley Dubuque, Brittany Prince, Felix. There's Ace again. Who's Firefox? Timber Jones said hi, and then Ace. Uh, I guess while we're waiting on a question or two, we can go ahead and tell you about some of the things that we have planned for the last week or so. The calendar does stop on our school year does stop on May 15th, so we will be working or doing something up until then. May 8th is kind of the cutoff for any of the work. We're going to try to kind of shut it down there and make the last week as fun as possible because that's normally what we do. We're also going to try to have a virtual promotion. It'll be set up similar to this, and we'll read awards and celebrate as much as possible because the kids worked incredibly hard for they've worked incredibly hard for all year, but we got to be around them for at least 3/4 of it. So we want to celebrate that, and so that's what we'll try to do. As far as getting those awards to you, or the certificates, or the awards, or the grade cards, or whatever else needs to get to you, we're going to try to do that digitally, just like you guys are trying to get all the work to us digitally. So, um, thinking right now, emails or trying to get links to sent out. That way you can get those and you can print as many as you want from there. So that's our idea. Um, all right, we have a question. Thank you very much, because that's how this is supposed to work. Felix says, "How will we know if they've done enough to pass?" Um, Miss Williams, you want to chime in?
I think if there was any issues, you would have already known if they weren't going to pass or not.
That seems to be the kind of the consensus. And remember that
Yes.
we're in this to try to help kids. This isn't supposed to be something that is going to hurt them. So everything that's being turned in can only help them. So just keep working. We have another week or so, so don't think it's all said and done. We don't want that to happen, but do do know that we're not going to be here to hurt anybody. Anybody else have anything to add there? All right. Any other questions? Please post them. Miss Fancher, you had a question that kind of keeps coming up. What was that?
Oh, I had several parents ask me
if they had to do work on the computer in addition to the packet. And my answer for that is just that it's either or. Either you're doing the online work or you chose to do a packet. If you try to do both, you'll get pretty overwhelmed.
Right. And even if you're doing the packet, we encourage you to still try to get those that work to your teachers digitally. We will try to set up some way to get packets back to us, but in order for us to make awards that include principal and superintendent's honor roll, all those things, we're going to have to, and grade cards printed and everything else done, we're going to have those grades as soon, or the assignments as soon as possible. So if you can take a picture of it and email it or get it to a teacher somehow, then we'll make sure that they get credit for that work, and we'll go from there. So even if you are doing a packet, it's important to try to get it to your teacher as quick as you can digitally. Teachers, any other questions that keep coming up?
Pictures. People have been asking about pictures. Ruth Kelly had to close because they were a non-essential business, so they're behind. They have our pictures posted on their website, so you can go on there if you want to purchase. You're welcome to do that. And then classroom group pictures, we'll be getting those, and I think we'll get them to you as soon as we can. However you want to do that, Mr. Ambrose.
That's right. We'll as soon as we know something, we'll be in touch as much as we can. We're not real sure how it's going to work as far as coming back to school. We don't know our calendar quite yet. We don't know how the beginning of the year is going to look, but we're certainly hopeful that we will start normally. And having said that, it may be Meet the Teacher Night. We'll be handing out yearbooks and pictures. But whatever it is, we'll work with everybody and try to make it as good as we can. So, Griffin says hi. All
Hi,
right.
Griffin.
Griffin.
Let's see what else. Normal questions. Like I said, we'll try to set up somewhere to return packets, but I think that's the biggest thing, is to try to get all the work to your teachers as quickly as you can, so that they get credit for it before it's the cutoff. So we're looking for any questions that anybody has. This is your chance to ask, and we'll try to answer them as honestly as we can.
While we're waiting for a question, can we talk about bonus bucks?
Sure. Bonus bucks, I know we're a big thing throughout the year. If you want to keep those, we'll try to do something special whenever we get back, and you guys are all fifth graders. But obviously right now we can't use them. We're not going to have an auction for last year, but we'll try to do something to celebrate everything once we come back and we can be around each other. But that's a good one. Ms. Duval.
And I wanted to remind my students we have an IXL contest going on this week to see how many questions they can answer before Thursday night at midnight. And I'll let them know somehow if we win that contest. It will be a pizza party if we were to win.
That's awesome. So, again, depending on how we get to come back, Mr. Madewell joined us yesterday for the third grade meeting, and one of the things he pointed out was we may not know until July exactly what next year will look like as far as planning. Right now we're planning on a normal, but we have plan A, B, and C all kind of stacked there, not knowing what the world will look like. So as soon as that becomes clear, we will let you know. Ms. Duval says, thanks for all you've done for the kids. We really appreciate it. This is how thankful we are for our school and ready to come back to the real school. We could not agree with you more. This has been trying.
Aren't we all?
This has been trying for us all.
Hey, Brittany. Mr. Ambrose, do you want to go over lunches? How long will we be delivering those?
Again, Mr. Madewell was answered that question for us last night, or I'm sorry, yeah, last night, and we know for sure it's through June. He plans on continuing it, and we'll keep delivering it like we have been up until now. Try to get it out to the community until things kind of calm down and we can set it up like we used to. So everything's going to continue as status quo that we've done for the last month or so, I guess. Some nice comments coming in. We appreciate all your, and listen, nobody wanted this, and without everybody working together, it wouldn't be as good as it is. And we're not saying it's great, but from talking to other districts, there are a lot of districts that are really, really struggling. They don't have the parental support that we do. They don't have the staff that we do. So we are incredibly lucky to be where we are, and truly appreciate everyone. So, well.
I just had a question come in through email about summer school.
Okay, go ahead and answer that if you want. You probably know more than I do.
Okay, summer school is going to look different than it has in the past. The 21st Century program is going to do a virtual summer school. They will have part of the YouTube will be virtual lessons that you can do at home. You should also, if you are already in the program, you should have where a teacher's been contacting you. And if you need more information, you can always email me and I'll get you to the right person.
Do we know when that's going to begin?
It's already started. It's continued through the school year. So the end of there's already some videos that are up there. I think you can find them on Marshall Elementary's YouTube page. And then they should be linked to ours at some point in time. And then you can go from there. But if you haven't been contacted by a teacher and you are already in the program, we can get you that information. If you want to contact me, and I'll get you to the right person.
And I had an email question come in. Morgan says hi. And they're wondering how much your books are. Does anybody remember the price on those?
I'll look real quick.
Okay.
Now we're starting to single out teachers as far as favorites already. That's not fair. Mr. Williams is one up on everybody.
It is too.
All right.
Brittany, we knew that all year, didn't we?
We kind of hit the end of any questions or anything that we need to share while we're looking up how much a yearbook is.
I'm looking that up right now. I'm trying to see if I can find it.
Last year it was 25.
Ms. Forsblom says that, yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody, we have over 20 people right now, which we definitely appreciate. If anybody has a question, please let us know so we can try to answer that. We want this to be as productive as we can. It's great to say hi to everybody, but if we can answer some questions and clarify anything, that's why we're here.
I did look up on Ruth Kelly's website, and it is $25 again this year.
All right. So I'm not sure what date we'll do the promotion or the award ceremony, but it'll be one of those days during the last week, probably Thursday or Friday of that last week. So teachers will get all that information out, and we'll do 3 just like we are these, so that each grade has their own time to celebrate. I have a question about state test. State test has been canceled for this year. It had been incredibly difficult to get that done. So you guys are off the hook for your 4th grade year. So we'll try to get you ready for your 5th grade year.
Happy dance, no state test.
I know, that's what I think too. I want to. The best thing about the state test is that we get to show all we've done, and we've rocked it for the last few years, and it's been a lot of fun to be able to show how good we are. So that part I do not like. All right. Well, unless something comes in last minute, please stay in contact with your teachers. They're going to reach out to you at least once a week for the last couple weeks. And if you have any questions, make sure you reach out to them and ask them, and we will be in touch with any kind of new information that we get along the way. Facebook's a great one. Your teachers are a good source. You're welcome to call the office. You're welcome to drop by even. We'll try to keep our social distance and answer any questions you have. Do have a last minute question about pre-enrollment. For this age group, we're going to drag it out as much as we can. We have all your information in the system. We can update as late as Meet the Teacher Night and try to get everything current at that point. Cassidy, teachers are awesome. That's awesome. Good with connecting with us. So, all right. Well, I think at this point, would like to thank everybody for being here. We want to help, so please be in touch. If you do have a question later on, we will try to answer those. Thank you all, and we'll see you later. Bye.
Bye, guys. We miss you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Miss you.